We are less than 3 weeks out from the Matt vs Leonidas super match, and take a look at this practice poll on Keanu's YouTube channel between Matt and Josh Bellin. In the first couple of polls, you can see that when Matt has access to his pronation, he is easily and completely controlling Josh's hand. Easy pin, no resistance at all from the big guy. But when Matt gets in a hook, he couldn't do anything to Josh's arm. So there is a big gap between Matt's arm power and his hand strength. And this is something which Leonidas Arcona will be paying close attention to. When the top roll didn't work against Brian Shaw, Leonidas was able to force the hook on him. Can he do the same to Matt Mask? He will have to if he gets top rolled in round 1. And Matt may be tired here because in the later pulls, he gets pinned by this guy too. So he may have already been pulling for a long time. Leonidas is also posting some training videos and he is looking dominant against his gym partners. Today I pressed for almost 1.5 hours against David and Kevin in turns. Poor recovery coming along really well, not in pain. So looks like some translation error here. Did he say I pulled for 1.5 hours or pressed for 1.5 hours? What we need to know is that Leonidas is working really hard to win this super match and finally get into the top 10 East versus West rankings in the 115 kg category.
So prep is slowly coming to an end. I'd say with the time I was given, I made the most of it. So I've got 3 heavy table saves left to hold plus 1 relatively light one. That'll be the last table session before I fly to China. And that's just to hold position, not really light it yet. On top of that, there are 2 heavy gym sessions where I'll train arm wrestling specific. So a total of 5 efficient workouts until match day, guys. Tonight, I'm just going to do a few static holds in my basement. Well, what do I mean? I still count that as a small session. It's not super important like the rest, but to hold position and get tight, it's not unimportant either. And that's definitely it for today's training.
Hafthor Bjornsson posted this photo today with the arm wrestling legend Devon Larratt. Who do you think is stronger? And obviously the chat is saying that Hafthor is stronger than Devon at everything in this world except for one thing, which is arm wrestling. Hafthor is not the only strongest man in the world that Devon met yesterday. He met Brian Shaw too. And finally, hopefully, Devon Larratt can actually teach Brian Shaw how to arm wrestle in the strap. You can see that Devon is taking some jabs at Brian Shaw. I'm guessing so when he's saying that give Brian a blanket so that he can stop complaining. Maybe he was talking about Brian Shaw complaining that Devon didn't teach him well.
One more day of pecs and glutes, and oh, we got a visitor.
This guy.
Oh, look who's back. Oh, we train him, Brian.
Pecs and glutes, man.
Every day and all day. Hey, come join us, come join. In my nice blanket by the fire. Brian's so jealous.
I'm so jealous.
He's so jealous that I have a blanket. Yeah. Maybe you should get Brian a blanket too so he stops complaining.
Armatura is inviting a bunch of interesting guests for their upcoming Armatura 13th event. And Denis Siplenkov can't really be called a guest there. Let's take a look at this post. Armatura 13 Stadium Tournament, the honored guest, the godfather of Armatura, Denis Ivanovich Siplenkov. The way Denis is involved in everything related to Armatura, he's present at all of the events as a guest. He is present in almost all of their videos, which are not exactly strictly arm wrestling related. Even in those videos, the channel manages to squeeze in a bunch of Denis Siplenkov clips and bits of his thoughts about some ongoing topic, his interviews. I'm talking about the Body Mania channel. So looks like Denis kind of owns a part of Armatura, or at least he's like the most important person there, the brand ambassador kind of thing. And maybe that is one of the reasons that East versus West will find it really difficult in the future to get Denis on the East versus West stage, because Denis is heavily involved with this league and he may want to stay there in the future, even when he returns as a competitor. Vitaly Laletin has managed to break his record on the left arm on the GM 150 equipment. His previous best was 160 kilos and now he has done 166.3 kilos. He is still far behind the number one guy who has taken this to a completely different level. I don't think Vitaly will ever reach there unless there is some kind of glitch in the equipment. Anyways, on the right arm, he managed to do 162 kilos, which is not exactly his personal best, but very close to it. Hermes Gasparini uploaded some Instagram stories of his recent workout. In the first one, he's doing some cupping and side pressure, internal rotation sort of exercise. He writes, "Great improvement in side pressure. The pain is going away." And in the next exercise, he's doing some cupping, some static hold kind of exercise. Looks like he's slowly working towards his goal of once again climbing the rankings back up in the super heavyweight division of the world. I mean, there are not many steps to climb there. He's already number 4 in the world. But he would like to solidify this position more, maybe by defeating Vitaly Laletin or Artyom Morozov. Ibrahim Sagov lifted 97 kilos on the barbell in the single arm preacher bicep hold exercise. This is a number that is really difficult to believe. I believe that the barbell makes it even more difficult than doing it on a dumbbell. So you know now when Ibrahim calls out anyone in the world at 115 kilos, including Devon Larratt, he means business. The guy is feeling really strong. Let's take a look at some of the monster Michael Todd workouts from his Instagram page. 50 kilos on the riser exercise on day 24, and he's doing it with a decent form, I would say. A decent form only for Michael Todd. If anyone else does this, it would be a terrible form. And it is good that he's wearing this glove. Like the bruises on arm wrestler's hand, they're like cauliflower ears. Yes, you kind of get recognized among your peers that you have done some training, but it's not necessary. You should prevent it if possible. Then the second one is seated pronation with 85, almost 85 kilos. Again, the form is good for Michael Todd standards because he's a king's mover. But the way he makes it look so easy, that is the more important part. Before that, he did some side pressure exercise on this handle, about 41.7 kilos for multiple reps. I know this looks more like side pressure, but I would call it arm wrestler's bicep curl because we are not really literally curling someone's arm up. When you cup and you go sideways like that, that in my opinion should be called more of an arm wrestler's bicep curl than a regular hammer curl or even a defensive bicep hold when the opponent is trying to pin you in a hook. That's it for this video. Use code Pradeep for 5% off anything on East vs West website. Like the video. I'll see you again.
Next workout begins, and I know that these are very, very hard-working people, but I can work harder than any Russian hooker.